I don't know if Instagram's working. It's live. All right, we'll go back. All right, welcome to Ask a Designer. I'm gonna cut the music off. We were partying before. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I have a special guest. You know who he is? Yeah.
Jason.
Welcome to Ask a Designer Fridays. We have a special guest, my husband, design partner in crime, person who keeps me on track when I want to buy everything for the house. He's here hanging out with us. And we are talking about just our long experience with buying new homes and what to do and what not to do. We've learned a huge amount over the years. So it is nice to kind of share that love, share kind of what we've learned. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I like it. Jason's kind of sleepy today. He looks sleepy. He said he's not sleepy. It's a rainy day here in Vegas, even though we have good light and our lights are working and we're rocking, but whatever. It's all good. Well, we're gonna kind of just jump in and just see what we can do to help out. So let's go back. How far back are we going?
2013.
2013. So we had a 1-year-old. Our little baby Grace, she's a little baby. She was a little cute and she was good. Way back. We just came from North Carolina. We were coming back to Cali. We're going back to Cali. Okay. No
So
singing.
We pretty much bought the house sight unseen. Well, I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Shayna came out. I was still active duty, so I couldn't go. But when she left, we were supposed to live in a certain area of town. But by the time she came back, it was a different spot. So that's that.
Yes. Yeah. So my realtor took us to a few things and we were like, okay, we're sold on this house. And it's kind of full circle. It was a Toll Brothers house that we were going to get, but I came out and I didn't like the area. But now our third house, we're in a Toll Brothers build. So that is kind of interesting that we shifted around. But they take you to the models, right? Love them. And I grew up in Jersey. Jason grew up in Atlanta. He saw a lot of houses growing up. I didn't really do any of that stuff. I wasn't interested in until much later. But we would go when we were first dating and everything. We would go to model homes and remember Poway, and we were like, we want like a house. Like we wanted a house. It just felt like good. And California homes are the different level. Really nice houses.
Yeah, we went every weekend.
Yes, that would be our date, going to model homes, or Best Buy. or In-N-Out Burger, whatever. Yes. But yeah, it was very fun to kind of do that and look around, get ideas, and see what's out there because this is all a new thing. We had a little condo, 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo at that point, and it was tiny. It was an older building, way old. So we were like, we want new. We don't want the headaches and the problems.
Yep.
And so when we came back, I had the job and everything. And we had a little baby. And we knew we were going to have. We were planning our second baby around that time. So we were like, all right, we want to get the house now. So we lived in a rental house in North Carolina, and it was single story, brand new house too. Right?
Very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a brand new house. And we were like, okay, cool. Got it. We're going to rock it. So the realtor, we love him. He became a good friend, took us to the model, and I was like, sold, in love. I love it. Done. And you don't realize that is a whole big sales process for that. They're designed to hook you and get you in and buy a house. That's the whole purpose of it. Right. So I was sold because I was already like binge watching HGTV. I think that's when I really started. Before I didn't really watch it. I was like, I'm in medicine. My brain was all medicine. So then HGTV kind of started, and that was good. Yeah. Jason's like, what are we talking about? That's his smile when he's like, Shayna, what are you talking about? So I was sold, but we got really, it was a really quick, like, like a moment of, okay, the sticker shock of actually buying the stuff that you see in a model home and what you can actually get for your money. That was a big disconnect. And we were like, oh, this is not this ain't gonna work. And I think you went to the design center by yourself because I forgot why. I don't remember.
I was here and you were still in North Carolina.
Was I?
Yeah, you're still there. I came up first.
Oh, I don't even remember.
So I went to the design center with no knowledge,
little budget,
zero budget. So you see all these things that you would like to get, but you know they cost. So pretty much you get to choose out of what they have available.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we had these 3 countertops. I was like, all right, give me that one. Give me this one. So the first experience at the design center was not the best experience. So like Shayna said, you see the model and you're like, yeah, this is my house. This is my forever home. I can see myself living here. And then you get to the base house and you realize, okay, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
No.
Nor is my budget big enough for this to make it what I want it to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's a real thing that you deal with, and it continues to happen. As your budget increases, this process becomes more fun, and we'll share about that later. But
yeah,
the first house was, and we made a lot of mistakes in the first house.
What kind of mistakes did we make? What do you think? I'm ready to hear it. I know it.
No, it's just it really was just not knowing. So we had the base granite. No push on anybody that has base granite in their home right now, but we had the base granite, and we chose to have the base granite up the entire wall. And we thought it would look good because I didn't have backsplashes growing up. So we thought that would look really good. And it did at first, but we also chose these little tiny pendants, a little smaller than this water bottle. And it was a pretty big island, so they looked tiny by the time they got up there. Carpet, mainly because of budget. Carpet.
Yep, carpet's cheap.
Yeah, and we chose really white. It's not quartz; it's the fake stuff.
It was quartz, but it was like the very builder grade generic.
Yeah.
Quartz.
And this is 2013.
That stained, like it was the old school quartz.
Yeah, this is 2013 quartz. This is not the new stuff. So it was okay, but yeah. So it's kind of like you kind of are met with a little bit of like letdown. Like, okay, beautiful house. Like we're always blessed to have a house because we know it could be a whole lot different. So we were just, I think, buying into the vision of a model home, like a model home that's well designed. And it is designed by usually a firm designs model homes. It's a big group of multiple talented designers who come up with those concepts, and they have a budget. There's always a budget, but they can kind of extract the vision. And we learned so much over the years about how to really get our style into a house, even in the new home buying experience, but it was a little tricky. So I think some tips that we like to make sure everybody knows about now, like first of all, structural stuff, right? Yeah. So
structural things, you go into a new builder and they want to know, like, as soon as you're ready to give your deposit, or they want to know, do you need bathrooms, extra rooms, any kind of big structural things? You need to know that upfront and be ready to pay a percentage potentially of those structural upgrades right away.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that was shocking.
To put that into for the guys that are watching, like me, to the husbands. And so when you want the big slider, or if you want custom garage doors, if you want an extra door to get outside of your garage without opening the garage, that all costs. So in looking back, if you're going to spend your money, if you're going to allocate some of your budget to the house, it'd be smarter to do the structural stuff, because that's the harder stuff to change later. So that's something that I keep in mind.
Yeah. And if like for your family, I need this extra room, I'm having in-laws, or I need more bathrooms or whatever, do it early. That's where you want to invest your money. The pretty stuff can come later, but you're not going to be moving walls and adding bathrooms, especially for a new home that you just paid for. It's like, do it as soon as you know. So we definitely learned that in our future houses. We're on house number 3 right now. It should be closing in a week or 2. So we will definitely give you those tours and those behind the scenes as we are designing that one. should be our last one. Knock on wood.
It's not the last.
It will be the last one. I promise.
It sounds good that it's the last one, but it's going to be home base.
Yes. Yeah. That. Yeah. We can't help it.
Once you get to know us more, you'll realize that this is not the last house.
No.
It doesn't work out like that.
Yeah. We like houses.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing. I love houses. We can go house shopping and hunting and looking. We've done it for our kids know how to do it. Like they grew up going into all the models, any new home communities. Mm-hmm. You get inspired, you get ideas. Like I'm not buying at that particular time, but our kids were we would go with our good friends and we go look at new homes all the time and not to buy, just to browse. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I didn't even go to the design center as a designer. I'm like, how did I do that? But we had, coordination, little babies and all that stuff. So our first house, I didn't even go. We had a plan, but I didn't go. So that was kind of.
We talked about it. Basically, what it turned out to be was, hey, we had this much budget, so just choose within what they got, and the only thing we splurged on was bringing the base granite up to the bottom of the cabinets.
And I think it's because we saw in somebody else's house, like the 6-inch like little lip or 4-inch, and we were like, oh, we hated it. But the granite all the way up, if it don't have a look, don't do that. I don't think anyone's doing that anymore. This is 10 years old, and we were not trained. I had no training. You're Navy, I was medicine. We were not designers. So if you were like us, we'll give you some tips. So let's go to when we actually designed it, maybe. Because we kind of hung out for a while.
Are we talking landscaping too, or are we talking just inside?
No, just inside. I don't have the expertise for landscaping. All right. We can when we start to do our future landscaping. I know he's the he manages all the landscaping. I give design.
So I would do a short little for landscaping. Think long term when you're doing your landscaping.
Oh yeah.
Build it for you and your family, not for everybody else. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones spending time in it the most. Yes. So we won't get too far off on landscaping. So
those are bigger headaches.
Yeah. Moving back to what you were talking about, Shay, was we lived in that house for 3 years. Yeah.
Quickly were trying to
exit. 3 years. Like we said, we were always looking at houses. So, the market was when we came back to California, or we're not in California anymore. When we moved from North Carolina to California, the market was just starting to pick up a little bit.
Yes.
So
it was getting hot.
Once we're in the house for 3 years, we started seeing the value of the home and like, hey, we can move again,
Yeah.
So let's think about that. So that's how the move came so quickly. So once we decided that we were going to take the leap and move, that's when Shay started to stage the home to sell.
Yes.
And it looked great. Mm-hmm. But we realized something in that process is that we lived that last few months in the house, we had the most fun in the house. Areas were designed specifically for certain reasons, and we used the house more because of that. Yeah. We had a upstairs club room, which we never used. It was a toy room. It was an everything room. It was a gym. It was
just a hangout room.
Empty.
We didn't use it.
It was just empty space.
Yeah, but it was a big house.
Yeah, the last 3 months we watched movies up there. We had a great time up there.
It was staged.
We used other spaces that we didn't use downstairs, and we're looking around like, hey, you know what? Why are we leaving this house? We actually like this house. Not that we're using it, But by then it was too late because the house sold in 6 days. It was quick.
No,
it was quick.
No,
yes.
No,
it's so quick.
No, remember we were waiting.
No, it's so quick. We had to get the apartment because of that.
I don't remember.
It's so quick.
I blocked it out. It was stressful. Selling the house, moving. We've moved a little bit too.
It's so.
I'm never moving again. I'm done. So that's why I'm like, this final house, I'm done. I'm not moving. Like, no, I'm done. So, yeah. If I move again, circle back to this video and say, Shayna, you said you weren't moving again.
And then also remember Jason saying, we're moving.
We're not moving. No, I don't want to.
We may not move from this home base, but we'll be getting it. and we'll be doing this all over again. We'll be like, oh, house 4.
Oh,
we didn't sell the
man.
last house, but this time we're doing this house.
It is nice to kind of design again and go through that process and see what's new and what's because like this house, it's just a whole different ballgame of what is available and what's easier, like LVP, like luxury vinyl planks and tiles. That wasn't a thing 10 years ago.
Builders didn't allow it.
Yeah, so you had to like pay for hardwood, which was expensive. This is why we kept carpet, because we're like, we already paid for this house. We slid in there with the house, right? We just barely made it, down payment and all that stuff. There's no extra funds for all the stuff. So, the house, and we had 2 little babies by then, childcare, day work, cars, California tax, all that stuff was a lot. So design became secondary until we were like, oh crap, we got to sell this house. I couldn't at that time. I think we probably could have, but it just was out of budget to get a home staging service. And I was like, shoot, I'm about to do this myself. So I went to Michael's. I got all kinds of flowers. I got all these little things, and I have to find those pictures. We have them somewhere. Mm-hmm. Our staging pictures. Mm-hmm. It turned out okay. It's probably not what I would do right now, but it was good enough to sell the house and get it out of our hands, and we moved on to our second dream home that we thought we were never leaving, and we left it.
So we didn't talk about the experience with the designer we had.
Where?
At the
yeah. I forgot it. Yeah, I it's funny. I was talking about that somewhere. I forgot. Just recently, all the stuff is coming up when we're looking at the past. So yeah, when we first got in the house, I think we were early pregnant with our second little baby boy. Yeah, super early pregnant. But I was like, this is my dream house. It don't look like the model, so I'm gonna hire a designer. Super nice, kind of budget-friendly designer. Kind of talking about room by room. We went shopping with that designer. Awesome, but just that one day of shopping, I was like, oh crap, this is gonna be a lot of money.
I was watching. I was like, whoa.
He was watching. He's like hawking on it.
Came back with 2 carts and like, where are we putting this stuff at? It looked nice, but
yeah, and we still kept it for a couple years because of the value that we thought, but it wasn't us. The style when I'm looking back on it is not me. It's not us at all. I was like, it was like the time grays were really big. I think they're kind of shifting a lot, but it was like the gray and white and yellow. That was my theme. Remember we had those towels? We had them forever.
We had a rug that
was so bad.
Yellow, gray.
It was bad. White. Yeah. So note to self.
There's trends, and then there's also like you have to live in this thing.
Exactly.
You have to walk by that rug or what's on the counter every day. So
so if you don't like it and it's not you, just get it away. Kick it out of your house. If something resonates with you and you love it, stay with that, because any other trends are just gonna fall short. Yeah. So gray, yellow. I don't think I have any big yellows besides potentially flowers. Mm-hmm. Like it's not my style at all. But gray, yellow, and white. And it was like very farmhouse. We bought this couch. We invested in a few good pieces.
The couch was nice.
The couch it was like a curved couch, too big. What's it called? Space planning and layout and the space. I didn't understand any of that. I of course do now, and that's how I help my clients.
We just kind of like, we like it, and then we think it'll fit.
Yeah,
and we did some rough measurements, and it fit in a room. Like we said, we didn't have this space.
It didn't. Yeah. The planning
would fit, and their living room was kind of awkward because the TV was off center and the fireplace was off center. So it was a great house.
But it also was like a fabric couch.
With 2 young kids.
Don't do that.
Whose idea was that?
I'm gonna blame. It wasn't mine.
You guys know what.
Yeah. Now we only buy leather or vegan leather or whatever it is, because it's me. Even now we're messy. Sometimes it's us. I'm like, I can eat over here. I'm like, oops, that was me. But literally, we got rid of that couch in our second house after our little babies. They were 3 and 5. We had
milk,
take a nap,
milk stains on it, drool stains on it.
It was not.
It's supposed to be performance fabric.
No.
It's bad.
So yeah, if you're going to invest in furniture pieces, do it with your family in mind. Like if you have a dog, we didn't have a dog. We have to get one soon. We didn't have a dog. We didn't have anything. But we had little babies, and their accidents that cause a lot of problems. So yeah. But we also invested in a great live edge table. We were going to put it in our view today, but it's a big table. And now our daughter, we were going to kind of let it go. When we came to Vegas area, we were like, okay, the table's heavy. It's beautiful, but we're going to let it go. We're going to sell it with
switch to a round table.
Switch to something different for the new style. Our daughter had a conniption. So the table is with us. So sometimes you'll have some staple pieces from house to house or from house to just one house. You know, some people never move. That is okay as well. And it's good to kind of just invest in some quality things that you can kind of hang with. But definitely for styling and staging, you know, a home, decorating, not even staging to sell, but staging to stay sometimes. You know, when you're doing that, go with your style. Get some help. You can always pop on here to ask a designer. We love to see your space so you can kind of show it to us and we will give our feedback. We have no problem with providing that because we are opinionated.
Especially the budget.
Yes. With the budget. Huh? Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Especially with the budget.
That we'll give opinions if you pay.
If you pay too much for it, we'll give our opinion on what you should do.
Oh, what? Huh?
The budget. There's a budget for everybody's design.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll remind you to keep in budget.
Oh, yeah. No, you can really go. You can go high with certain things. Other things, keep it low. Keep it good. And you know, with a good segue is to our lovely decor passport, which is launching June 1st, 2024. I think it's a Saturday. I think it is. Early birds are going to be starting soon. Some giveaways are happening. All good stuff is happening. But you know, I wish we would have had decor passport when we got into our first house.
Yes.
Like it's been in my brain as far as building the business for 6 years, 2018, 2019.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. So it's been in my brain, but I wish I had me with this business in 2013. We bought our new house because it would have been a great kind of investment in our space. So like even this table, I'm not sure you can see it. It's a little off. I got this from South Africa when I traveled there in med school, 2004, I think.
That was before me, so I have no idea.
Yes. It was pre Jason travel. You're silly. We've been married a long time. Yes, a long. No, just joking. But it's from around the world. So I like infusing our style now with pieces that are from around the world. That's how I design, and that's how the Decor Passport is going to help just change up your look in your house, make it feel good, make it feel like it is like you just got back from somewhere, but you didn't, but you did because you went on a Decor Passport journey with us.
And it's nothing like buying separate things. You say you're at a store and you like one thing and you pick it up. You go to another store, you pick it up and you like it, and you get it all home, and it doesn't go together. Yeah,
it doesn't. I've done that, and I'm like, oh, it looked good in the store, or it looked good where, I don't know, in the showroom, or you know, depending on where it is. But when you get it,
it's a lot more to it than just I like that. Let's put it together.
Yeah.
So it's already curated for you.
It is. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah,
a curated collection. I know. We're a little silly. I'm silly. Jason's silly. He's being quiet today, so I don't know what it is. He's being.
This is your show. I'm just.
I'm
here to support.
Yes, thank you for your support. I appreciate it. We've been through the gamut with all of these businesses. There's been a lot of businesses going.
Yep.
But I don't know if we got any questions. Let me just pop in and see if anybody is hanging with us. Yay, DMV girl, imported from Detroit. Hi, welcome.
Motor City.
Yay. Do you got any questions for us? Let me see if I can see the chat. I don't know. But I will look and see. I don't know, but we are glad to have you. We love it. I love it. You can comment on Instagram if you like. We got our Instagram friends on. I tried TikTok. I don't know if I did it right. I'm like what? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Try TikTok, try YouTube. He's a YouTube like guru. Like he loves YouTube.
YouTube's the best.
I'm on Pinterest a lot, so I got to figure out more. I don't know if Pinterest does. Do they do lives? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know, but you can find Shayna Walker Designs, Decor Passport on all the big channels. So some good things that are happening for the future of the business. Jason wanted to show you one of his potential favorites. That
it is my favorite.
It's your favorite
of this batch.
Yes. So Decor Passport. Just before you do that, 6 boxes a year, every other month. I was going to do quarterly, but I was like, I can't wait that long. I need stuff. I don't know if it's you or me, but I get itchy if I need to change up stuff in the house like every couple months. No, it's just okay. I do.
It's at least a quarter. So,
Jason is going to not be on next week's podcast.
No, I should be on, so y'all can get the inside scoop.
No, he is not welcome back.
Shayna designs the house beautifully, and we get used to it, and we get used to living in it, and then after 3 months, it changes. So
that's good.
Well, what's wrong with the way
that's how I clean and organize. I move around stuff, so I love it. Yeah, I love built-ins. But sometimes I'm like, I don't need a built-in because I like to move stuff around. But anyway, back to Decor Passport. So Jason is holding up one potential item that we might have. It's a little blue. It's from our friends at Kazi. They're just my best friend. They don't know that. Yeah, they don't know that. But I'm just gonna. I stalk them. They're my best friend. I watch all their live videos too. They are good friends. So this is kind of like a navy blue basket. It feels great. So we're going to have some good size baskets, some that are smaller that you can kind of put on tabletops, but some that you can hang. Show the back if you can see it. Oh yeah, this one has a little hangy thingy-majig on it as well. So we're going to curate a good collection of 6 to 8 items in your Decor Passport box. They're going to just make you feel joy. I love it. It gives me joy.
Yeah. And, the camera is not doing this thing any justice. The quality and the craftsmanship that goes behind this is great.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
You want to show the other ones?
And it's firm.
Yes. It's whatever the basket weaver, whatever they do to make it. Like I've kind of beat up some of my baskets that I had in the past.
Kind of.
That's
why I mentioned it is firm, so it's gonna last. And you don't have to buy it over and over and over again. But here's another one that I like.
Gorge. Hold on. Let's do the thing where you can be on the wall. Oh, come on. Hold on. I got to do it. Okay. Oh.
I can't. I only have 2 hands, but you guys are getting what we're talking about.
Oh, man. I love it.
So,
yeah. So we're going to have so many different themes, but it's going to be cohesive even throughout the whole year, even from year to year. So you can say, okay, Shayna and Decor Passport and Shayna and Jason, we are rocking it out. We got, or you can say, I lost my train of thought. That happens when you get older, right? I can't think anymore, but what we're going to be doing is, oh man, well, I'm going to take a nap after this one.
It's supposed to be on house too.
Oh, we're on, what are we doing? I was going to talk about that one. I forgot. Hold on. This is why I need like a AI to kind of jump into my brain. I think it's coming to keep my brain on track.
So you want Neuralink?
I want Skynet. I'm good with all of that. So it can keep everything going and keep me from having to write everything down because I forget stuff. But anyway, Decor Passport, from year to year, collection to collection, we're going to have some cohesion. So you can honestly, truly, and this is why I created this business and why it's been a passion of mine for years. You can honestly, truly finish your whole house design with a year of Decor Passport, or close, and then mix in what you have, right?
Depending on the size of your home.
Yeah, depending on, But you can get, you'll be able to do like your coffee table, your bedside nook, little accent tables, the big pieces of furniture and stuff. You just call Shayna Walker Designs. We'll help you out with the big stuff. But as far as staging and decor and styling and decorating, that we have got you covered. And because we've got you covered, I don't know if I can pick this up. I think I can. I was going through and looking for just more items to put into Decor Passport, and I was not happy with the selection of faux plants. Why do I like faux plants, Jason?
They won't survive in our house.
Yeah.
Nicely put.
We tried in our second house to do real plants. We like, okay, we're gonna get them and do it, and it just
It's a lot of work. We're busy people too.
Yeah, it was not good. So this is faux, beautiful arrangement that from a beautiful maker. A lot of our other stuff is faux. But I forgot when I did it. Was it COVID? It was definitely after COVID when I started making them. But I started making some of my own succulent arrangements. And some of my friends, I've gifted some to them and they pass it out. But because the selection out there is not great, I was like, okay, we're just going to take it over ourselves and make your own kind of succulent arrangements or floral arrangements or whatever we do. It's going to go in Decor Passport. Because I want to make sure I overgive. I'm an overgiver. I want to make sure you have the best quality ever. So we just are going to do it ourselves. And our kids are going to help. And we'll show you
it'll be a higher quality than
exactly.
What you can
find. And so this is what I made.
And we've looked everywhere. Guys.
Oh, let's see if I can pick it up. This is a big mamma jam. Oh, this is what I made for our second house. I was really busy because I was seeing these online at Pottery Barn and Westdale, all the stores that might host them. And I was like, I'm not paying $500 for this. I'm not. So I made it myself, right? And I was like,
or another thing is you order it and they do a great job with photography and you get it and it's a quarter of the size you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, thank you. Jason's got it for me. He's holding it for me.
Doesn't it look great?
Yeah. So this is a big size. So it won't be as big as this, but the quality and the level and the attention to detail and just the uniqueness of our succulent arrangements. I love succulents. They're my favorite to kind of design with. I love florals. I still like them, but I think succulents just bring a life into a room. It finishes a design. Like if you don't have any plants, greenery or something in your design, even if it's just one single thing, it's not done. You gotta add some life. You gotta bring the outdoors in, even if it's faux. Bring the outdoors in, even if it's a fake plant.
So another thing going back, if there's somebody out there that says, hey, I actually would like something that size, just reach out to us and we can help you out.
Jason's we got another business that's already coming. But no, I love it. So that is coming soon. It's part of Decor Passport. It was something I was not planning to do, but I literally was like, I can't give people crap. That's not how I operate. That's not how we are. We want to make sure we are giving the best of ourselves because we love it. Some plants are falling out. No plants have been harmed in the making of this episode. We're good. So good stuff happening. I don't know. I think we covered a lot. Did we?
Yeah. We don't want to make this a Marvel movie or anything like that. So
no, we don't. We're not doing that. But join us every Friday for the most part. Knock on wood. No, pretty much every Friday. We will be here live just to kind of help you out, answer any questions. Let us know what questions you have. We definitely want to just answer them. We love kind of getting into the weeds of design and saying, okay, let's look at it closer. Let's figure out things. Next week we'll talk a little about our second house. We just hit the first one today. But so when you're just kind of like, I don't know what to do, where to go. The best tip is to find your style. Shayna Walker Designs has a design vibe or style quiz. It's on ShaynaWalkerDesigns.com. And then we can lean into that with your style. That's one of the best things. And then also structural. I think that's the best advice.
Yeah. And we've experienced a lot. So let us help you out. So there's no sense in you going through pit holes or going over speed bumps. You don't have to. Yeah. Well, we've already done it. We're willing to share with you. So.
Yeah, especially with just how expensive houses are up, interest rates are up. We know, so you want to make good choices with your design. So we are here to do that. So Decor Passport, join the wait list. I didn't do that in my little thing, but I will join the wait list. Join the wait list. I know we are excited. We are excited to get launching. I want you to be aware of all the things that can happen with Decor Passport. So. Join the wait list so you can stay in the know. That's all I got. We good?
I think so.
We did it. You gotta do like, no, we're not.
No.
I'm gonna do No.
No.
We need.
We'll work on that.
We'll workshop.
We'll get a nice one down.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Have a great Friday.